I quit soccer to play Atari.
You need more practice, Haley.
You can't keep me in here, Atari.
The Atari video computer system is 20 cartridges with 1,300 game variations you play on your own TV set. Don't just watch television tonight. Play it.
I'm on. Yes, I am on. The one thing I forgot to do in the pre-production. This is what happens when you end up having a little bit of a crunch before showtime. Caleb Haley here with you. Thank you for joining us for this trip gaming through the 80s. We're looking to play games in order of release, except when we need to step back to tell the story of the particular franchise. We'll get to that when it gets going. But it's great to see you all back here, especially after what happened during the last stream, when I'll explain what happened with us going to technical difficulties and then going straight to the ending slide with no explanation. One of the feeds wasn't working, and it was 100% definitely a output issue, because I was able to see what I know is correct on the computer, but I couldn't see on the TV. And I know when playing these games, the TV is a little more current. There is a little bit of delay on the computer, so I didn't feel like that was reliable for gameplay. And that's going to be a little troublesome. A little bit. So, was not able to get that rectified in time. So we had to call it. So unfortunately, the original plan was to get through almost the majority of the Atari 2600 launch lineup, but unfortunately we fell 3 games short. We were hoping to be 1/2 short. We were initially going to think about playing through half or the majority of Video Olympics. We knew we weren't going to be able to get it through all of it, but unfortunately that is not the case. So here's how it's going to work this time. We're going to finish the remainder of the Atari 2600 launch lineup, starting with Street Racer. And there's two others that was released in September 11th, 1977. And that is Surround and the aforementioned Video Olympics. Video Olympics is probably going to be the big one today, because the next big one we have, and the next two big ones I would say would be Breakout and Backgammon. We're going to stop short of that today. I'm going to play those on Saturday morning. Once again, we're going to do 2 streams Saturday morning, make up for not having a stream on Friday. So just as a heads up where we're going to be at. But yeah, today's episode is going to be almost entirely with the Atari 2600. We're going to have one arcade game, and that's it. The rest of this will be Atari 2600 games. So let's go through a little bit about the Atari 2600 real quick. Specifically about the architecture, because it used a MOS 6507 running at 1.19 megahertz. A custom chip specifically for this computer device. Now, as they said in the videos of the Atari 50th anniversary collection / museum, computers were not common in households. This, in many ways, was the first computer, and just wanted to play games. Obviously, much like the PlayStation 2, when we'll get to later, was a lot of people's first DVD player. And they had RAM, about 24-pin connectors, accessible RAM for the 64 kilobytes. This is interesting. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading this off the cuff. The integrated circuit handled controller input. Again, just to verify, this is off of the Jamie Landino book, Adventure, the Atari 2600 Dawn of Console Gaming. This is the book I'm using for a lot of these research and information that I'm kind of going off for this bit of information about the history. The latter is perhaps the being the RAM. The most famous technical specification, or lack thereof. It's only 128 bytes, roughly the memory necessary to store the contents of this sentence in the standard character set. So, yeah, it's not able to hold a lot. Cartridges generally held 2 kilobytes, could hold up to 4 kilobytes of ROM, but can only load up 128 bytes into the 2600's memories at a given time. Now, thankfully, of course, because the cartridge, you are connecting it almost virtually right into the console, so in terms of loading, that's not really much of an issue, right? It's going to load pretty much instantaneously, as did much of the games at the time, pretty much up until we got to CD-based games with the PC and the Sega CD, and eventually the PlayStation 1 and Saturn. But that's 15 years down the road, at least. Right now, we're in 1978. So, of course, you know, we already touched on the controllers, the iconic joystick with tight limited travel, 8-way, single fire button. That's all it was. Very simple controller, but very intuitive. Makes sense because it was basically trying to give the arcade a home, and it came with also paddle controllers, which are necessary for games like Video Olympics, which we're going to play in a little bit. But first things first, we are going to play. I don't have my controller on me. Where did I put that thing? Oh, it's all the way over there. I came prepared. I am a very prepared person, and we're actually going to start out with a little game called Street Racer. I just realized this is a paddle game. I thought this well throughout. Give me a moment. I'm just going to go ahead and move it to the HDMI screen so you have something to look at while I get this worked out. I should mention that while not necessarily necessary for two of the next three games we're playing because of the paddle controllers, the inputs that the Atari 2600 uses are the same exact as Sega Genesis. And yes, you can use a Sega Genesis controller on the Atari 2600. Legit. So this is almost the Sega controller before Sega started making consoles, except it's not made by Sega, it's made by Atari. So, let's see if we can get to Street Racer. This one I think I played before, actually. It's a PAL-based game, and my name was, yeah. There's also Solomon John's Jet Shooter, Number Cruncher, Scoop Ball. I think we're going to stick with just the traditional Street Racer. Because we're only going to spend 5 minutes on this anyways. Do one. I'm going to stick with just one here. Just one player game. Hopefully I'm holding the right paddle, because sometimes that's it's hard to tell who's who. So we're going to start. There you go. I think I can do better than that. I think the rough start, trying to figure out how to play, ruined it. So let's do another game. Do we have time? Yes, we do. Let's do that. I think we only have one game. I got the hate of this! Ah. I got the win. The computer actually did one worse than the last time, and I did a lot better. 13 better, is that right? Does that sound right, chat? That I really liked. Okay, I'm gonna let the timer expire. I think I only got, yeah, 3, 2, 1. We're moving on. We are moving on. And let's check to see. I think it's Surround next, right? Yeah, Surround. So that was game number 12. We'll go moving on to game number 13. I believe this game has a little bit of information here. There you go. There. The music doesn't sound right. I'm hoping everything's okay. An Atari launch title, roughly based on the little-known arcade game Blockade, and then programmed by Alan Miller, Surround, which is right underneath here. Puts you in charge of a square that lays down a wall as it moves across the screen. You control the square with the joystick. You're always moving. There's no way to stop. The goal of the game is for each player to try to surround the other players that run out of space and crash into a wall without becoming trapped themselves. When one player crashes, the other earns a point. First player to 10 points wins the match. A few variations are for one player against the computer, but most require 2 players. Some additional game variations speed up as you play, making them more difficult. Others include diagonal movement, so you can block your opponent using all 8 joystick directions instead of just up, down, right, left. Some of the variations feature Erase, which lets you press and hold a button temporarily when drawing to stop drawing the wall on the screen. And Wraparound, which lets you leave the screen on one side and reappear on the other. The last 2 variations, numbers 13 and 14, offers something no other system did at the time, a paint mode called Video Graffiti. Instead of being a saint, just lets you paint in the cursor on the screen, leave the button alone, and you lay down paint. Press and hold the button as you just need the cursor. Mission 13 only works in 4 directions, when number 14 includes diagonals, and both let 1 or 2 players draw. I can't see your pains, and incredibly low resolution, but it is a paid program to take within what otherwise a game cartridge. The artwork for this game deserves special mention. As Tim Catino says so well in Art of Atari, artist Chris Vaughn drew the box. Art for more 20 early Atari games. Cover surround features a man and woman at the helm of some 1970s futuristic control panel. An oversized projection screen in the background showing the game's surround in progress. The projection spills out into the control room toward the viewer. It's an incredible interpretation of what is such a simple game concept. Atari box art from the start would soon define its games. Surround begat many variations of the same theme, and media competitors were Checkmate on the Bally Astrocade and Snafu on the Intellivision. The arcade games Tron include a light cycle mode that pit you against computer-controlled players, an aspect of the game similar to Surround. Nokia Family member Snake built into the company's cell phones in the late 1990s and early aughts. The genre is now called Snake Games in honor of how ubiquitous they become. Few people have played Surround the game. The pacing is a little sleepy by today's standards, but significance at the time can't be overstated. Surround was the first arcade home console game to popularize the concept. Still working on the clock. There we go. We're gonna bring it in. And let's play. Actually, hold on a minute. One moment. I realize we need to... Okay, now I think we're good. And I believe we can play. I feel like I'm not playing against anyone. Let's double check. Oops, it's 2. Okay, never mind. Try again. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Bratz game, and I lost. But it's only because I could not get the controller working right on time. Okay, we're going to move on because that is past 5 already. And now to really what is the main event, Video Olympics. So let me get back to menu here. Now the music sounds right. Weird. Okay, here's Video Olympics. Which was essentially Atari's way of stuffing everything it could do with the Pong into a single cartridges. That includes 50 variations. You see that in the box art. Including Pong, Super Pong, Rubber Pong, along with the foosball clone called Foos Pong, Handball, Quadra Pong, the translation of Atari's 1974 coin-op, some exceedingly stripped-down versions of such sports, such as basketball, ice hockey, and volleyball. The fire button on the joystick affects the ball in certain games, such as catching, holding the ball and catch, or sharpening the return angle when hitting the ball. Robot Pong in particular is significant in that the computer controls the other player and plays a reasonably good game and is yet not impossible to beat. If you want to mimic the experience of owning a dedicated game home console like Home Pong, this card is the best way to do it. And for what the games were, they continue to hold up today. A less enthused eye may say Video Olympics is a carryover. What you could already get a few years earlier, and that the last versages of Pong mentally probably overstayed its welcome by a year or two. In his 1982 book, The Winner's Book of Video Games, Craig Kuby wrote that the games in this cartridge are similar to the true diversity, athletic excellence, and thrills of the Olympics, as the Des Moines City Council is like to the United Nations. This cartridge was both quite a programming feat for Atari star programmer Joe DeCur, and the overall collective statement on the first batch of video games in the mid-1970s. More important is what this cartridge foreshadowed. Atari sold decent numbers of its dedicated consoles, but Video Olympics meant anyone who bought a 2600 would also have access to sports video games at home for the first time in history. Atari later released dedicated cartridges like Home Run and Football, but make no mistake, Video Olympics is where home sports video games began in earnest. NBA Live, Madden, and the NHL series start right here. Single-handedly, this cartridge also put an end to Atari's discrete logic console lineup. Even as the latter still sat stocked in retail stores, all models of which began to collect a thin layer of dust, Video Olympics showed you can have all the Pong games in a single cartridge on your shelf next to a slew of other cartridges. The rest of Atari's dedicated hardware lineup, like its driving and pinball consoles, eventually were redone as more sophisticated 2600 cartridges as well, as we'll soon see. The 2600 wasn't a smash hit out of the gate, pushing aside Atari couldn't get the most out of its 400,000 game consoles on store shelves in time for the holiday crunch. And after the glut of dedicated consoles in 1975-1976, consumers still weren't interested in video games again yet. There are too many options in the market and not enough demand, as Mattel and Coleco's new handheld electronic sports games were an enjoyable alternative as well. There also wasn't a so-called killer app yet, something like Star Raiders for the Atari 400 or 800, or on the business side, VistaCalc for the Apple II. Nobody's enthusiasts beat down the doors to the local electronics store, and will open to be on the first in the block with basic math. Don't think that will be in high demand, as we played last Saturday. The launch lineup games were largely cartridge-based ports of either arcade machines or dedicated consoles Atari had already released. The sum total, though, was a video game console you can purchase on its own with a packing game and add additional cartridges, all of which can play in a single unit. More important, there was the promise of new cartridges from Atari in the coming months, which was the key point, both for you, consumer, and Atari, the company looking to make more money. You already had the system and some games, now you're looking to add to wait for more cartridges to come out to enjoy some fresh new gaming experiences. The system's potential for greatness was already here, and just took a little time. And whole game about blasting aliens in the sky before the world truly noticed. Give me a moment to do a few things before we start. Power controls back in. Okay, let's see if we can play here. Of course I missed that. Tie game? Not tied anymore? Oh, how I missed that. I'm bad at this game. How do you get bad at Pong? Bad. I'm misjudging a lot of angles, that's the thing. I'm doing a lot of misjudging. I think it's gonna go somewhere and ends up going someplace else. Well, that's not it? What do you go for? Okay, I guess I played to 21, not 15. That's a little weird. But yeah, I started to fall apart after it was close. I don't know what happened there, but we have time to get better. That's the nice thing about this. We have time. So, start again. Of course, that starts badly. Really badly. Of course I missed that. Man. I might want a break. Man. Doing worse than last time. Ah. I was shot. Gotta be perfect the rest of the way. Of course I'm not. I am tempted to take a 15 just because... Or not a 15, a 5. Because I didn't have much of a layover. Do my actual job in this thing, which is just a side hustle. But... you know, I will take 5. I will take 5. So we'll take a break, and then hopefully once I kind of get my mind a little relaxed a little bit, I'll probably do better in Pong. More Video Olympics after 5 minutes. Okay, we are back here. Let's see if we can do better. Let's see if a little bit of a helps me out a little bit, because we're still in this for the long haul. You see that timer. We still got a little bit of time. So let's begin. Miss. No, I thought I hit it. Oh! Oh! Oh man, I did not know what to do with that one. That's a good save. Oh! Oh, that's a big fat miss. Of course I missed that. Of course I missed that too. And I missed that. Okay, the break didn't help. Oh man. Man, how I missed that? I was gonna score on that. Ah. Yeah, that one's a tricky one. At least the computer won on a good one. I'm gonna start a new one. on. I keep thinking it's gonna do something different, even though that should not be the case. Ah. Man. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty bad at this, and you think I would be. Try again. Ow! That's what I thought was going to bounce differently. Oh man. I was going to go farther. Yes. No. The computer's definitely not for beginners. I mean, it's like people said, it's beatable, but it's not foolproof. It's not going to make silly mistakes. The person that played for a while is going to make silly mistakes, as you've seen. No! Of course I miss. Let's come back here. Oh, how I missed that! I was trying to go for something a little clever, and I outsmarted myself. I should do it. Yep. Ah, of course I do. Oh. That's a bad way to finish a game after you were so competitive early on. Fun. I think we have only one more game in me of this version. There's one of those things where I didn't realize the bounce until it was past me already. For whatever reason, it caught me off guard. course I missed that. Of course I missed that. Oh man, I went too far. Went too far again. I don't know where to put my paddle correctly. Guess we do have time for another game, because that went quick. Quicker than it should have. This is a harsher bounce than I expected. Well, that was bad. Double bad. I feel like that's the only way to beat the computer is that move. And that's kind of the one. That's kind of the tricky thing. It's like if you can do that 21 times, you win. Well, if that's the only way you can beat them. Makes it a little difficult. Oh man, I thought I had it. That's my first 10. This is my best game. The computer's like infinite. Number one. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break real quick just to take care of a little bit of business. Here. Okay, give me one moment here. Okay. And now we're going to go to another version of this. Let me see if I can't back out. Because I can't remember what version we're looking at here. Okay, I thought... Okay. Never mind, I thought there was another group that was different. Okay, let's do this one, and let's see if I'm better. I don't know if I am. First impression, no. I have a feeling this is probably going to be a faster version of the same game. Yep, faster. I'm not ready for this. No. That was it. Oh, how I missed that. Nice. Things seem to go faster when the rally goes on. Can't keep up. Ten. Oh, can't keep up. I just good, if not slightly better at this version than the so-called easier one. I'm not sure. try again. First time I've seen the computer miss one. I don't feel so bad. Oh man, mistimed that. Oh man, I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that either. How do you not prepare for a serve? Calculate again. Oh. You're pretty good at this. I thought the computer was a little worse than Surround, and the only reason the computer won that one was because I had the controller in the wrong port the first 4 to 6 points or so, and that put me in a spot where like I had to be almost near perfect. I managed to get competitive, but I would have won if it was a more even fight. I'm gonna move on. Time is. Yeah. Oh, I thought I had the computer in that one. That was a really tough one. Miscalculated again. Rough. Ooh. The part of me is like, I'm trying to be a little too cute, but at the same time, it's like, how else am I supposed to be a computer? Oh man. They always seem to get me right when I cannot afford to lose a serve. I lose a serve. All right. Still got 17 and a half minutes. So we can do some more. Of course, I lose the first round. Thing. Sometimes I try to make a move and I oversteer. And, like, I'm not necessarily thinking about the fast movement of on my paddle. But because I'm a little... yeah, not so great. Let's keep going. I'm a little pessimistic I'll even get a win. I drew first blood a few times, including that time. this time. I thought the computer's gonna miss that. Doggone it. I would definitely say a game like this is definitely more fun with a friend if you have someone with you. For sure. Your first blood by doing nothing. I feel like Luigi. Oh man. Oh man, I was shot. Again. Once again, I thought the computer was not gonna get that. Oh man. I wasn't ready for that. Wasn't watching for that. This game, I think we may have time for 2, maybe 3 more games. We'll see. I missed that. I know I'm not great at this game. But you also gotta realize this is early CPU. So more than likely, it's only programmed to follow the ball only up to a certain speed. And since it's up to that certain speed, that is probably how you're able to defeat the computer. Try to get it to go across the screen at a fast enough speed that it can't keep up. And that's how you're able to beat it. But it's not able to program certain, like, whoopsies at certain points. So, we're down to maybe one or two more plays. I was way on the other side. There's no way they're going to get that. Man, I miscalculated that. Again! 2 straight miscalculations. Oh man, that did not do what I thought I was going to do. It took me a moment to realize that. By that time, it's too late because it's going too fast. Ah. Man. Thought I was going to defeat it. Man. One more time. This will be your last game, no matter what. Ah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Video Olympics. And that also concludes our look at the 9-game Atari 2600 launch lineup. And pretty much all the games released for the Atari 2600 in 1977. Yes, that's all the games that came out. All the games that were released on release day, that's all you had. But of course, they did come out with more games, and we'll start out with games from 1978. And the thing about a lot of these early video games and arcade games, we don't know, in a lot of cases, the actual release date. We may just know the year. So in those cases where we just go off of the year, then I just put on my schedule just January 1st, which I'm pretty sure is not correct, but it's what we have. You know, we don't have the actual date. So in that case, we're going to start off with the games we don't know the exact release date of, but we know it released that year. And we're going to start off with game number 15, Tic-Tac-Toe. No, excuse me, 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. I think I may have played this once, but I got confused. So let me see if it's in here just real quick. Oh, I don't think it's on here. You mentioned Superman in here, which is a game released in 1979. We're not going to play that one. I think will be a few Superman games we will open up at some point. Okay, do we play? Okay. Let's go to 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. I don't know if there's any like real important information about it. Was the programmer of this one. And I mean, it's pretty simple. Plays 4 X's or 4 O's, or 1 horizontal, 1 vertical, or 1 diagonal row. Work through all the panes. Play against an opponent or against a computer. To win, complete a row first. Next few are going to be, we're not going to be spending a ton of time on, so let's get a timer all going on this one. I think we have. All the rest of the games we're playing today, we're not spending a ton of time on. I pressed. Sorry. Actually, I forgot to look at the instructions. Let me go back to the... Sorry about that. Okay. Got it. I'm going to do it the easiest level. Oh, I just realized. Dummy. This uses joystick, doesn't it? Trying to figure this out. Interesting. Okay, computer got smart. Didn't see that. There's a tic-tac-toe. It is 4 in a row. So I'm going to do one more game that I know I'm doing. I know I can do that. Yeah. Wow. I did not know you can do that. That catches me off guard. Oh, I got smart. I was about to win, and then the computer does one on me. Okay, that concludes that one. I think basketball's next, is that right? Okay. I don't really have much. Don't always face the basket. The player will face the ball. To shoot, press the joystick button. Triple stop to hold the ball, waving it back and forth over his head. When the button is released, the player will shoot. The shot is made when the ball is played over his head. It will be a long arching shot. The shot is made. The ball is held low in front. It will be a short, easy shot. The shot will always go towards the basket. No, press the joystick. Well, I didn't want to do that. That was dumb. Oh, of course I do, man. Well, that was lucky. Luck again. That was money. Fine. Oh, that counted. I don't know how that counted. Yay, tie game! Tie game! Ah. Was a tie game. Ah. Yeah, shot too hard. Oh, lucky. Tie game again. Oh, man. Really? Airball. Ah! I was about to shoot. That's pretty much game there. I'm gonna make it. Ends up and then get a shot in time, so I lose by 6. I mean, I had to tie it multiple times, but never took the lead. That's fun. We only had time for one game. So now we're going to move on to flag capture. cover art was done by John Enright. Let me, so you can see the lovely box art there. Just finding a flag of the explorer. Of course, move the square script. You can turn. You can move the explorer to any square position. Several 1 point by upon explorer. Player scores 1 point by finding the flag he finds through free for all and double 2-player games. First player scores 1 point in the game. Starting a little nice. So good. Like that expire and call it good. And I don't think we're gonna have time for another game, so we're gonna call it. But that is flag capture. You're basically going from block to block, and you're trying to find the flags. So yeah, that's kind of a fun. I'll say that's a fun party game for something that's for a quick fix. If you don't have much time, it's like, let's capture the flag. Or in this case, flag capture is the official name of the game. Alright, so now we are going to Hangman. How about that for an interesting one? Hangman. Curious to see how many of you would know these verses before I get the hang of it. Okay, so in brand new word. Let's check difficulties. I didn't even look at difficulties. That's on me. Okay, 1-4. Gotcha. We'll start with game 2. And let's play. Nope. No G's. No N's either. There's a T. I wonder if there's an H. No H's. Is there an M? Is there an O? U? E? There is an E. Y? So. R? I don't think there's an S in there. Could be a P. No P's. L? Take. I would have never thought of take. Wow. So we're going to keep on here. Try a different word. Start with L. No L's. Is there an S? T. There's gotta be E in there somewhere. Let's get the R first. There's an E. There's a C. No C's. A U. A P. I think there's a P. It's gotta be an O. Maybe some vowel, although vowel besides E. I. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. The old H. White. Got it. It's time for maybe one more. Not a good start. Wow, none of those letters. That's a shock. There's no way we'll have known that one. That's a toughie. 2 tough words on that one. Wow, I didn't expect to have some tough words on Hangman. We're still in the year 1978. Next one is Home Run. Get some more information about Home Run. And this was done by Bob Whitehead and David Wolf back in 1978. Let's again get rid of this and reset the timer. With this 2 home run. Still setting up the timer, folks. Oops, wrong game, wrong button. Not want to start. Hey man, that's game number 18. Let's get game number 19 started, shall we? Ah, wrong button again. I don't know my buttons right now. Finally, I'm out there. Now I can get to home run. It's over there. Oh, that's if I pitched. Yeah, they don't think that was a thing. doing well so far. I'm not doing ah. I hit the bitter again. Okay, it's finally one out by me. Another home run. Hence name the game. Yeah, every single time he hits it, I automatically go straight because I'm still holding the joystick up. Is that out? Oh. You can tell I'm inexperienced in this game. Very inexperienced. Oh, of course I hit the batter. How did I not... I was right there. Ah. That's my best chance of that. I have my best chance of that. I don't know where to put them. One out. I was going to throw snowballs. I'm going to call it. Because we only have 5 minutes, and that was more than 5 minutes. If I can't get out there. So. Well, hey, man, how about miniature golf? also in 1978. This is game number 20. A Tom Rudolph production in this case. The joystick position the club. Press the control button to release the club and hit the ball. The club actually covers the ball beginning each hole. The first step is therefore move the club into a hitting position away from the ball. The further away you move the club, the longer the ball rolls or travels in the hit. Not used to this. Nice. where things are going, we're definitely not going to get through all 9 holes. Ah. And yeah, we're down 4 and we already passed time. So let's move on. To Slot Racers. Game number 21. This one was created by Warren Robinette. Nuisance. Okay. Warren Robinette's one of his first games, Slot Racers. Okay. This is a 2-player game, unfortunately. You only have 1 person, so no computer players. So this may be an interesting one. I get used to the controls. You have no one to play with. Because here's the interesting one. Like, up and down is to speed up and slow down as well as, but trying to turn the corner is only if you do it directionally, not straight up and down. Straight up and down is to speed up or slow down. Turn left is northwest on the control and the joystick. Turn right is the other way around. I go faster than my current speed. I'm just gonna clinch the victory before moving on. I think they'll hit him. True way. And that should do it. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed. This was technically a two-player game, and obviously two-player games aren't quite as fun as yourself. But that's what we got. Next game is Space War. And this one is a real quick one. So this is a game made by Ian Shepherd. He was the programmer of this one. Oh, right there. Go there. So is it by putting the opponent's space with missiles? Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing again? Find your planet that has gravitational. No. Nah. I think I'm starting to get it now, but I think it's a little too late because we only had 3 minutes. We went way over, and it's time to take a 15. So this will be a shorter stream because we only have really 3 more games to go, and we're spending 5 minutes in each. Plus, there'll be 2 3-minute delays. So we might be done by 9:30. We'll see. Hope that's the best case scenario, depending on how the Xbox menu works. So I'm gonna take 15, and we'll go from there. But yeah, think about how many games we went through already. We started at Street Racer, which is game number 12. That was Space War. We played 11 games already in the span of 3 hours almost. That is crazy, but these games are real short. So that puts anything in perspective for you about these the games of this era. And some of them, like this one, does require. And I think it's a little better with multiple people. Same thing with the slot racers. You probably need multiple people for that one. So, but in the meantime, let's go to intermission, and we'll talk then.
Atari?
Sure, pick something.
Okay, we've got Cannonball.
You're too good at Cannonball.
True. Miniature golf, casino.
Let's play Breakout.
Okay, I'll just pop in the cartridge.
Great.
Who's first?
You be first, I'll win.
Oh, that's what you think.
Dad, that's supposed to be fun for the whole family, right?
Right, son, we're having fun.
Then when do I get to play? Oh, I did. I broke out.
Rematch.
When do I get to play?
No other company offers you as many different video game cartridges as Atari.
So that is on Saturday morning. We'll be playing Breakout and some other Atari arcade games and 2600 games on that front. We're going to finish off with 3 more games today, starting with Outlaw. This is actually the very first game made by David Crane after he was hired in 1977. I think you saw him in those videos we watched yesterday, if I remember right. I'm showing a little bit of skepticism internally with that. I actually set the timer as soon as we get there. I can't do it ahead of time. Okay. Wrong button. Sorry, press start. There we go. Missed. Right, 10 and 58 seconds. Let's see if we can do better than that. $25 seconds. Almost. Maybe a shot clock right shorter than that. Let's see if we can do even better than that. Nah. Wrong button. Out there. Now improve my time. I think I can do better than that. Obviously, this is one player, so obviously, there's 2 players, mono. 21 seconds! That's how I like it. Right on the NBA shot clock. Wow. One more time. Wait 4 seconds again. "21 seconds. Seems to be between 21 and 21 seconds. But there you go. But that's Outlaw. At least one player mode. As I said, 2 players basically mono. We're gonna take a little bit of a transition and take 5 minutes in an arcade game. But we'll need 3 minutes to set up. So stand by. We are back inside the anniversary collection, so let's dive in. First off, let's take a look at the Atari video music here. The first electronic music visualizer ever sold commercially, Atari Video Music, can be hooked up to a user's stereo system and television set display psychedelic visuals reminiscent of Atari VCS graphics to rhythms of whatever music was playing. Variety knobs and buttons on the front of the device let users adjust the images. That's the promotional poster. Now we have fire truck, and let's take a look. Oh, this is the fire truck cabinet. First game program designed by Wendy Allen. Superbug was a racing game featuring a bug-style car. The game was rendered entirely in black and white. The car appeared to be yellow because of a layer of transparent plastic over the monitor. And this is the promotional flyer for the aforementioned fire truck that we'll be playing right now. The cabinet with two steering wheels, Fire Truck was the first cooperative arcade game. One driver steered the truck's cab with another piloted trailer. Creator Wendy Allen says the horn button serves no gameplay purpose. It was just put in there for fun. Let's take a look at the controls. Hope I get the hang of this. What am I supposed to do? I'm not going anywhere. Oh, RT is accelerate. Dumb. Dumb. I didn't see that. I guess I could figure there was a man or something. Whoops. Not a good thing. Oh, I thought I made it. Oh, someone at the back didn't make it. So. We have time for another one? Yeah, we do. Let's do another one. Missed that. I was gonna avoid that. Ace! On the second try, I like it. And we are out of time for this one. I don't think the game has anything else to add in terms of history or anything, so... Yeah, Super Ray gotta play tomorrow, so we're gonna stop there. Okay. Just to make sure there's nothing of interest we... Because we played Outlaw and we're gonna play Candy Bomber tomorrow. Again. And we're doing oops, wrong button. official artwork with 3D Tic-Tac-Toe, which you played earlier. Let's catch this video before we'll jump back to our final Atari 2600 game of the night. From arcade to home. A VCS version of the popular arcade game could be a hit, but bringing a coin-operated game to the lower-powered home machine was easier said than done. Home designers David Crane, your kitchen and Todd Fry explained why porting an arcade game was an impossible challenge, but one they gladly took on.
The entire reason that Atari created the Atari 2600 home console was to put their arcade hits into the home. If we can sell home versions of our arcade hit games into the home, we can sell millions of them instead of just take quarters from the thousands of people who go to arcades. And so the hardware was designed to make it possible to play Tank and Pong. That's about all that they did in the hardware.
So the distinction is this. Coin-Op gets to use more expensive hardware. They get to use tons and tons of hardware, and they get to refresh their hardware all the time.
I had played an Outlaw-like game in the arcade, I think it was Midway, and you know, I was just told to make a game, so I said, well, here's an idea, two guys shooting at each other, and so I made that game. My goal is to try to make it like the arcade game, so I could look at the arcade game and say, this is what it has to do. There really wasn't any need for me to have communication with the arcade guys. I'm particularly proud of the Atari 2600 Canyon Bomber because it also has the Atari arcade game Depth Charge in it. So it turns out that in a 2KB Atari 2600 cartridge, I simulated both Canyon Bomber and Depth Charge, which were probably $3,000 arcade game hardware.
When I was young, when I was little, I remember there was this drugstore, and in their comic book rack, they had these abridged versions of great literature. You'd read it, and it was the whole story of Treasure Island. War and Peace, a comic book. But that whole notion of an abridged version, that is what was going to happen.
When I did Donkey Kong, I had, not surprisingly, absolutely no contact with Nintendo. Coleco was able to get me a machine. So I had a machine that I could play and look at, and I had already played the game. And like David said, with Canyon Bomber, the game is the spec. Frankly, the hardware is so different in its capabilities that I can't think of any value I would have had getting in touch with anybody at Nintendo. It's like talking to the guy who created the Porsche Carrera about making a bicycle. I mean, it's like, there's not a lot there. Not a lot you're gonna tell me. Here's this masterpiece and do it on this toaster, you know, and I was young enough and stupid enough to not be intimidated. And I wasn't because I was just a kid. I was like, no big deal.
Okay, time for our final game of the day, which is football, and we're kind of in this conundrum that we also have slot racers. This is a two-player only game. There is no one-player version, and I'm the only one here. So we're kind of not in a great spot where we're going to be able to accurately show this game off, unfortunately. Not much else we can do, so we're just going to soldier on. I'm not going to play a full game either. Guess you do need the other controller. Hold on a moment. Okay. this game. So only 144 is your final score, and that is actually where we're going to call today's episode of Gaming Through the Ages. Our look at 1977, 1978 Atari 2600 games, and one arcade game. You've seen a look of what games will be featured on Saturday morning, and yes, it's Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to noon. It's going to be that again on Saturday. We're going to start with Breakout version, the arcade version of Super Breakout, followed by the Atari 2600 version of regular Breakout. Backgammon, handball, Google Rescue, that's going to be a fingers crossed, because I did not foresee that I need that soon. I don't have that right now, so that's a word I did. Fingers crossed, if I don't get that in time, I may have to make a separate video and post that for that. Slot machine, video chess, and bowling, I think, are the games we're doing. The cannonball we'll be doing next to kick off the Saturday afternoon stream. Go from there. It'll be a doubleheader on Saturday again, Saturday morning, and then Saturday after the final goal zone as the Olympics wrapped up. And then we'll be to our normal schedule for that. So this time on Monday, this time on Friday, and Saturday. So we'll see you on Saturday morning, 7 a.m.